Hey YouTube, welcome back. In today's video, I am going to be talking about prescription sunglasses, the different categories of lens darkness, and compare and contrast the pros and cons of polarization. Because when you go in to buy prescription sunglasses, you need to be an informed consumer, because not all of the employees at the shop you're buying sunglasses from will tell you everything that you need to know. In fact, sometimes I often have to ask myself, do some people even Google their own jobs, or do they just go on for years with the training that they received in the first month? Anyways, before we get started, I would like to take a moment to ask you to please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Now, this is something that I want to share with you all because I learned this the hard way. And part of this YouTube channel is sharing things that I'm learning. I have to wear glasses. I'm attached to them because I had, as we know, when I was, from one of my previous videos, part of my autism, one of the things that I went through in my 20s was when I would be upset, I would start to punch myself in the face. And I managed to detach both of my retinas. They fixed me up really good, but I wear glasses from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. Sometimes I fall asleep on them. They get all bent up and everything because I had to on top of my glasses or whatever. But anyways, I like to have a pair of sunglasses as well for when I drive. And so I went in my last time to get my updated prescription, and the person and I loved my sunglasses. And so I got these transitions, regular sunglasses, but with transitions made. And I also got me a set of uh, dark sunglasses. And I loved them. So I got the same thing when I went to get my new prescription. I got the prescription sunglasses because I need the prescription to see. Can't wear regular sunglasses. Well, when I got them back, I noticed that they were a lot lighter than the ones that I had. And they were really no darker than my transition. So why have an extra set of sunglasses if they're no darker than what these turn to in the sun? So I did a little bit of research at home, and what I found out was there are actually, and I had to ask, they didn't tell me this. The guy just gave me sunglasses in the middle range and didn't give me any options. So I went back and, I told him these are there are 5 categories of prescription sunglasses, and depending on which particular lab makes the sunglasses, they either go from category 0 to category 4 or from category 1 to category 5. So this particular list that I found goes from 0 to 4, but it's either 0 to 4 or 1 to 5, depending on the lab that makes them. And so I'll hold that still. If you want to take a better look at that, you can go ahead and freeze the frame. Well, the glasses that I got were right in the middle at number 2, which is what they just kind of give you automatically if you're not an informed consumer and even are aware that the categories exist. So when I went back and, let them know that the glasses were no darker than these and that I needed to have them remade into darker sunglasses, the person that worked at that eye shop that has been there for years says, "Oh, I don't even know if they can do that." So I started talking to him about the different darkness categories. So he actually had to call the lab and confirm it with them, and sure enough, I was right. I guess he learned something that day. And so, got to be an informed consumer. So they remade the glasses. And the person, I didn't notice this when they were lighter. They actually had to remake them twice because the person that made them when they were lighter asked me if I wanted them, recommended that I get polarized glasses, which was like an extra $90. So I asked them what polarized lenses meant because I didn't know. I'd heard of it, but I didn't know. And so they told me that, oh, they're really good. They reduce glare. I said, okay, well, that sounds good. Well, as it turns out, not only do polarized sunglasses reduce glare, they also reduce your ability to see computer screens. And so when I got my second set of sunglasses back, I put them on. I wore them around and everything like that. A little while later, I got a text message, and I can't see my phone. I had to remove my prescription sunglasses to see my phone, use a credit card machine, use a gas pump, check an email, when you want to do something on your computer, something like that. And so I went back and I said, these aren't going to work. I can't see computer screens. And of course, I did my own research before and found out that that is one of the cons of polarized lenses. They work really good if you're skiing in the snow. There's a lot of glare. Certain conditions. You're maybe out in a boat on a lake. There's certain places for them. But the FAA for pilots does not want pilots wearing polarized sunglasses because of the lack of ability to be able to see gauges. And what the person at the eyeglasses shop told me was that, oh, well, that doesn't matter. They're sunglasses. People don't use their sunglasses when they're on the computer. Well, being the critical thinker that I am, I pointed out that that argument may have been valid in the 1990s when we weren't really, all carrying around phones and looking at computers. Nowadays, everything's digital. Car gauges, motorcycle gauges, gas pumps, credit card machines, phones, computers. Remember, these are prescription sunglasses. I need to be able to check an email or a text message with it on, or use a credit card machine without up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So I took them back again, and I said, yeah, this isn't going to work. I'm going to need the non-polarized ones. To which the person said, okay, no problem. We'll have them remade. And I said, I'm also, because I wasn't informed of this, even though I asked the question, it's not my fault that I got the wrong sunglasses. They were recommended to me, and I was only told that they reduced glare, not that they'd reduce your ability to see computer screens. So then they said, oh, well, they're remaking them for you. This is the second time. We'll just get it fixed the way you want it to. Well, I don't want to pay for polarized sunglasses when it's not my fault that they weren't the right sunglasses for me. When they're the professional that should compare and contrast the pros and cons, but they're just interested in upselling. It's like an extra $90 at the particular shop that I used. So they're like, oh, well, they'll just remake them for you. It's just a few bucks. $90 is not just a few bucks. If I'm not getting polarized lenses, I'm not paying for polarized lenses. So the next time you go in to get some prescription sunglasses, just be aware that polarized lenses may or may not be for you. There are pros about them, and there are cons. And in this day and age, when a lot of things are digital, come on, you have to be able to check a text message with your sunglasses on. So, yeah, a lot of car gauges and motorcycle gauges and stuff are digital now as well. Wow, it's everywhere. So the argument that there's sunglasses, people don't use their sunglasses for that stuff, it's not the 90s anymore. So make sure that you are aware of the different categories of the darkness of the sunglasses, and that depending on the lab you use, it either goes from 0 to 4 or 1 to 5. And so you can have the choice on how dark you want them. And also the pros and cons of polarized lenses, because oftentimes they'll tell you, oh, they're great, they just reduce glare, because the company that they work for is just interested in upselling you. So that's part of. Again, I have to just wonder, because the guy had been there for years, and he was like, oh, I don't even know if they can do that. And it's, well, sometimes I just have to wonder, so do people even Google their own jobs? Well, that's, I guess, I think that's about all that I wanted to say about what I've learned lately, that I wanted to share with you, so that you can be an informed consumer the next time you go in to buy a pair of prescription sunglasses. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day, people.